my cosmic explorers. Welcome back to my blog, where astrology meets attitude. I'm Maya Cat, and today, we'll dive into the transformative energy of the great eclipse of September 21st, 2025. This detailed astrological forecast breaks down the upcoming solar eclipse's impact on each zodiac sign, house by house, with emphasis on long-term consequences. Decisions made now may echo for 18+ years. Joining me as always is my trusted co-pilot Brian, ready to guide us through the stardust. Grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let him take it away. Brian, take the floor.
Thank you, Maya. You always bring the cosmic vibes. Let's talk about how these planetary movements will influence our lives, and why now is the perfect time to lean into their energy. Dear beloveds, cherished souls wandering this earthly stage, whether you're sipping tea in pajamas or frantically checking your horoscope between Zoom calls, this is your invitation to the grand celestial soiree of September 21st. On that day, the heavens will stage a solar eclipse. Not just any eclipse, mind you, but the dramatic finale of an eclipse corridor that began with a lunar eclipse on September 7th. 2 weeks of cosmic turbulence, revelation, or perhaps gentle or not so gentle nudges from the universe saying, "Darling, it's time to wake up and smell the stardust." This solar eclipse arrives in the sign of Virgo, practical, meticulous, occasionally neurotic Virgo. And it occurs during a new moon, as all solar eclipses do. But here's the twist. This is the second consecutive new moon in Virgo. Think of it as the universe hitting repeat on a very specific cosmic playlist titled New Beginnings, the practical edition. Virgo, as you may recall from your astrological cheat sheet or that one memorable tarot reading at a beachside cafe, governs health, daily routines, the sacred balance between work and rest, and the quiet dignity of showing up, even when you'd rather be napping. This eclipse, then, is not merely celestial theatre, it's a backstage pass to reevaluate how you treat your body, your schedule, your obligations, and whether that third cup of coffee is truly serving your higher purpose. And here's where things get spicy. The eclipse occurs at 29 degrees and some change of Virgo, the very last degree of the sign. In astrological lingo, this is the anaretic degree, a fancy term for the universe is waving a giant neon sign that says, the end, or is it? This degree is a threshold, a cosmic revolving door where something must exit so that something else, grander and shinier, can enter. Think of it as Marie Kondo meets Game of Thrones. If it doesn't spark joy, or at least serve your soul's mission, thank it and let it go. Preferably before it drags you into a multi-season drama of regret. Saturn's cement mixer, when the universe says this is not a drill. Opposite this Virgo eclipse, sitting smugly in the final degrees of Pisces, is Saturn, the celestial taskmaster, the architect of long-term consequences, the planet that looks at your spontaneous, "I'll start my own kombucha empire" idea and says, "Lovely, now show me the 5-year business plan." Saturn's presence here is no accident. With a cycle of 29.5 years, Saturn doesn't do flings, flash sales, or fleeting whims. What you initiate now, whether it's a new job, a new relationship, a new habit, or a new identity, will echo for years, possibly decades, possibly until your future self sends you a thank you note or a strongly worded letter of complaint. This is not the time for impulsive decisions fueled by caffeine or TikTok trends. Virgo, ever the pragmatist, demands logic, lists, and sensible shoes. Saturn doubles down, plan it step-by-step, contingency included. So if you've been toying with the idea of quitting your soul-sucking job to become a professional dog walker in Tuscany, wonderful. But maybe draft a budget, learn Italian, and find out if Tuscan dogs tip. And while we're on the subject of habits, Virgo's favorite pastime, this eclipse is prime time for transformation. Want to quit smoking? Ditch the nightly wine? Start waking up at 5 a.m. to journal and do yoga? The stars are not just aligned, they're holding your hand, offering herbal tea and whispering, "You've got this." New routines, new obligations, new rhythms, all are ripe for rebirth under this eclipse. The Dark Moon Tango. When Mars meets Lilith in the Shadow Realm. Now, a word of caution, because the cosmos, like a good thriller, always has a twist. During the eclipse window, particularly from September 17th to 22nd, Mars will cozy up to the black moon Lilith in the murky waters between Libra and Scorpio. If astrology were a cocktail, this would be the one with extra bitters, a splash of danger and a warning label. Do not operate heavy machinery. Scorpio, especially around September 21st, rules surgery, needles, tattoos, and all things that pierce the flesh. Combine that with Lilith's penchant for chaos and Mars's impulsivity, and you've got a recipe for oops, that didn't go as planned. So please, no elective surgeries, no impulsive tattoos of your ex's name, no experimental piercings. The universe is not in the mood for body modification drama. Save it for Mercury retrograde. Just kidding. Don't do it then either. This is also deeply tied to Virgo's domain of health, with Saturn in Pisces, the sign of healing, and Mars dancing with Lilith in Scorpio, the sign of deep transformation. Many of us will be called to reevaluate our relationship with our bodies, not as machines to be optimized, but as sacred vessels to be honored. Expect revelations, intuitive nudges, and perhaps the sudden urge to throw out your processed snacks and take up forest bathing. The Golden Triangle, where luck, lightning, and liberation collide. But wait, just as you're bracing for Saturn's stern lecture, the heavens unveil their secret weapon, a golden triangle. Picture this. The sun and moon, snuggled together at the final degree of Virgo, form perfect 120-degree angles, trines for the astro nerds, with Pluto in Aquarius and Uranus in Gemini. This is the universe's version of a standing ovation, a configuration of ease, flow, and serendipity. Pluto in Aquarius whispers of radical transformation, not the slow, grinding kind, but the lightning bolt to the soul variety. Uranus in Gemini, that's the cosmic wild card, the disruptor, the bringer of brilliant, unexpected ideas. Together they form a triangle of possibility, a celestial green light saying, go ahead, dream bigger, leap, the net will appear. So don't hold back. Want to write that novel, launch that podcast, move to Bali, start a cult, just kidding, maybe? This is the moment. The energy is not just supportive, it's propulsive. Fear may knock at your door, but the Golden Triangle hands you a megaphone to shout back, not today, fear, today we fly. Ketu's cosmic cleanup, letting go so the magic can flow. Yet as with all great cosmic events, there's a catch, or rather a cosmic broom. This eclipse brushes against Ketu, the south node, the karmic vacuum cleaner of the Zodiac. Ketu's motto, release what no longer serves you, even if it's comfortable, familiar, or covered in emotional glitter. Ketu asks you to examine what you're clinging to, out of habit, fear, or nostalgia. That job that drains you but pays the bills. That relationship that feels safe but stagnant. That identity you've outgrown but still wear like an ill-fitting coat. Ketu whispers, let it go, your soul didn't come here to play small. And here's the beautiful twist. Ketu also points to your innate gifts. The talents you dismiss because everyone can do that. Singing, painting, listening, organizing, healing. If it comes easily to you, that's not coincidence. It's calling. The universe doesn't waste ease. Your ordinary gift is someone else's miracle. Step into it. A sign-by-sign guide to your cosmic crossroads. Now let's get personal, because astrology at its heart is the art of turning cosmic chaos into personal poetry. Dear Aries, the last time we had eclipses like these was back in 2006-2007, so if you can recall, try to remember what was happening in your life back then, especially if you were already an adult. Now, dear Aries, this eclipse falls in your 6th house of the horoscope, and whatever decision you make right now will carry long-lasting consequences. As I've mentioned before, the 6th house governs new obligations, new jobs, perhaps a career change, resignation, or maybe you'll decide to launch your own business. You might even be assembling a brand new team. And why new? Because this solar eclipse coincides with a new moon, symbolizing fresh starts. Perhaps you'll get a new boss, or some previously hidden information will suddenly come to light. Health is also a major theme here. We're talking teeth, random aches, the whole shebang. You might even find yourself visiting a new doctor. And yes, even veterinary matters for your pets fall under the 6th house. So perhaps you're about to adopt a furry companion. Subordinates, assistants, employees, helpers. Something involving them might surface. And let's not forget the theme of balance. Maybe you'll suddenly decide to work part-time, or conversely take on a second job, or even undergo a complete career shift because it'll simply reduce your stress. Speaking of stress, yes, that's also a sixth house affair. Problems, pressure, tension, all of it. This is where you get to make a pivotal decision about reshaping your life to eliminate certain troubles or alleviate that gnawing stress. Taurus, your eclipse lands in the fifth house of the horoscope, the house of creation, inspiration, and all things joyful. Expect new creative sparks, perhaps launching a fresh artistic project. Maybe you'll organize an exhibition, plan a concert, host seminars, or who knows, even fall madly in love as passion sweeps into your life. Children also belong to the fifth house, so this could be the moment you decide to have a baby, perhaps through surrogacy or IVF. Maybe you'll discover you're pregnant, or someone will ask you to be a godparent. Overall, this is your time to make a significant decision, possibly tied to your romantic escapades. Could there be a love triangle? The eclipse might expose secrets you didn't know existed, or if you already suspected something, now's when it all comes bubbling to the surface. You might finally decide, am I with this person or not? Perhaps you're dating someone and this eclipse brings a marriage proposal, or you'll take the plunge and move in together, or conversely call it quits. Love is the name of the game here, but don't forget self-love too. Hobbies, passions, things that make your heart sing. The fifth house is all about injecting joy into your existence. You could make a life-altering choice right now that transforms your world into something far more delightful. Maybe you'll decide to start traveling. Who knows? The universe is feeling generous. This is Gemini, your solar eclipse unfolds in the fourth house, the domain of home, roots and family. This could mean relocating, buying a house or apartment, handling real estate transactions, obtaining citizenship or visas that allow you to settle somewhere new. Think immigration, signing legal documents. Even inheritance is possible. Anything tied to your dwelling place or property falls here, and you'll be making important decisions about it. There's an element of renewal and transformation too, thanks to a lovely 120-degree aspect from Gemini to Pluto. And Pluto, as you know, is the planet of deep, irreversible change. Often eclipses force decisions upon us because circumstances simply align that way. For instance, a new family member arrives prompting you to move, sell the house, buy 2 apartments, or perhaps your adult children finally leave the nest. The fourth house also governs your mother, so expect news involving her. Maybe she's getting married, moving, retiring, or taking on babysitting duties for your child. Family matters in general will be in flux. Prepare for shifts among your nearest and dearest. Cancer, your eclipse activates the third house, the realm of short trips, communication, siblings, and paperwork. A relocation is possible, or perhaps a vacation with relatives. You might sign or receive important documents. Maybe you'll start a joint business venture with a brother or sister, or something major will happen in their lives. A niece or nephew is born, a sibling gets married or divorced. Legal matters involving shared family property could arise. Selling, dividing, or starting a new collaborative project. The third house also rules learning, so you might enroll in courses. Or flip the script and start creating content on YouTube, Telegram, or Instagram. Social media, also third house. New skills like video editing or photography might suddenly call to you. New acquaintances, fresh social circles. This eclipse could introduce you to entirely new people and communities. Communication is key. Expect your world to expand through conversations, connections, and curiosity. Leo, your eclipse lands in the second house, the temple of finances and material resources. Prepare for a new income stream or a brilliant idea about how to earn money. A job change might be on the horizon. Perhaps you'll be offered a new position or a completely different way of making money, even a career switch. Anything related to earnings will be highlighted: information, opportunities, news, and you may need to make a financial decision involving loans, investments, or taxes. Remember, whatever you decide now will echo for years. Help from a partner, whether romantic, marital, or business, is highly likely, especially financial support. And here's the cherry on top. You've got a gorgeous 60-degree aspect from Leo to Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance. So yes, Leos, financial fortune is smiling upon you. Expect some serendipitous windfalls or opportunities that feel like cosmic gifts. Virgo, this solar eclipse occurs right in your sign, your first house, the house of self. If your ascendant falls between 27 degrees and 30 degrees Virgo, or if you were born in the final days of Virgo, roughly September 18th, 22, you'll feel this eclipse more intensely than most. This is deeply personal, rather than likely revolving around your relationships with specific individuals. Saturn sits in your 7th house, so whatever decision you make now, be it marriage, divorce, starting to date someone, or moving in together, will have long-term, even lifelong consequences. Think carefully. These could even be karmic relationships, given that eclipses activate the lunar nodes, those cosmic points tied to destiny. Often we meet people who are meant to be in our lives, sometimes through love, sometimes through other circumstances. It's as if we signed a soul contract before birth, a karmic agreement. That doesn't mean you can't break it. You absolutely can. But if a relationship or marriage begins under an eclipse, oh honey, that's a tough one to undo. It's built to last. But here's the silver lining. You've got a golden triangle forming. Sun and Moon in your sign, harmoniously aspecting Pluto. Pluto sits for you in Aquarius, your 6th house, governing work, health, routines, and balance. So you might strike gold with a new job, launch a business, or receive a promotion. Plus, there's another aspect to Uranus, planet of surprises, currently in your 10th house of career and public status. So we've got a powerful triangle. 1st house, who you are. 6th house, what you do. 10th house, how the world sees you. This eclipse is about your identity, your name, your appearance. Maybe you'll start wearing a uniform or begin working in a hospital or lab coat. Your goals, your achievements, business partnerships, marriage, divorce, career moves, all of it is up for transformation. New doors will swing open. This is a profound identity-shifting eclipse for you, Virgo. Handle with care and excitement. Libra, your eclipse unfolds in the 12th house, the sanctuary of solitude, healing, release, and spiritual retreat. You might find yourself writing a book in quiet isolation or traveling far away, alone. Perhaps it's a medical journey, surgery abroad, a healing retreat. Immigration is also possible. The 12th house rules distant lands. I'm currently in Sedona, Arizona, a powerful spiritual vortex, sacred to Native American traditions. The energy here is electric. Literally, maybe you'll visit a similar place that transforms your life. You've got a golden triangle too. Sun and Moon in your 12th house, that deeply private, introspective sector. It's as if you'll uncover hidden talents, dormant abilities, or receive divine inspiration. This house also rules faith. Old useless layers will shed like dead skin, raising your vibration. Uranus sits in your 9th house, foreign travel, visas, legal matters, higher education. Pluto completes the triangle in your 5th house. Love, creativity, children, self-expression. Could this mean a long-distance romance? Perhaps you'll relocate to be with a partner overseas. This is a deeply spiritual eclipse that your intuition will sharpen, mysteries will unravel, and invisible truths will become visible. Faith, mysticism, the unseen, all will come alive for you now. Scorpio, your eclipse activates the 11th house, the realm of friends, groups, communities, and collective dreams. It's as if you'll join a new tribe, shift your social circle, or cleanse your network, maybe ending a friendship while welcoming new soul-aligned companions. These new connections, they're here to stay. You might even meet someone who introduces you to your future partner. The 11th house also governs prestige. Red carpets, magazine covers, awards, recognition is possible. Wishes may come true. This house rules the fulfillment of dreams and rewards for past efforts. You might receive money owed to you, win a prize, or see your projects gain publicity. Social life will buzz. Parties, concerts, trips with friends. Maybe you'll organize a wedding or birthday and meet someone extraordinary. You'll make a choice that shifts your life stance, more active, more aligned. This eclipse is joyous. Old draining connections fade, new uplifting ones arrive. Your future will gain clarity. Sharp, vivid plans and desires will emerge. Sagittarius, your eclipse lands in the 10th house. Career, reputation, public status, life direction. You might contemplate a new profession, get promoted, lead a company, or pivot within your current field, possibly involving foreign countries. Your finances will grow thanks to bold decisions. Say yes to opportunities. Jupiter, your lucky planet, sits in your financial sector, blessing you with abundance. Status matters here, marriage, divorce, having a child, all shift how the world sees you. What's your ultimate goal? This eclipse will reveal it. News may arise. Perhaps you're expecting a child. The 10th house also rules your father. Expect updates involving him. Leadership changes at work are possible. And since Saturn sits in your 4th house, decisions about home, relocation, citizenship, or passports may also arise. Your roots and your reputation are both in play. Choose wisely. Capricorn, your eclipse unfolds in the 9th house. Foreign lands, higher learning, philosophy, publishing, legal matters. You might meet someone from another country. Romance or business, clients abroad, learning a new language, enrolling in university, publishing a book or launching a magazine. Whatever you decide now is long-term. If you start a degree, it's a lifelong path. If you date a foreigner, it's a lasting bond. Distance may be involved. Saturn here can enforce separation. New passports, visas, immigration. You might relocate permanently. Legal matters will resolve in your favor. The 9th house also rules media. This eclipse could make you famous. Podcasts, videos, social media, books. Your influence could spread globally. If you crave recognition, now's the time to begin. Aquarius, your eclipse hits the 8th house. Deep finances, shared resources, taxes, inheritance, intimacy. You'll make weighty financial decisions, investments, loans, estate matters. Maybe you'll relocate to reduce taxes. Joint finances with a business partner. You might enter or exit a partnership, dividing assets or merging fortunes, taking a loan. The bank will approve it. But beware. If you borrow now, you'll be paying it off far longer than you expect. No quick fixes here. A large sum might arrive. Scholarship, alimony, insurance payout, grant, financial aid from unexpected sources. The 8th house also rules deep relationships. And with Uranus in your 5th house of love, expect sudden intense connections, mysticism, secrets, the occult. You might dive into esoteric studies, visit power spots like Sedona, where I am now, land of Native American magic, psychology, therapy, addiction recovery. You might study or seek help in these areas. Profound transformation awaits. Dear Pisces, your eclipse lands in the 7th house. Partnerships, marriage contracts, open enemies. News will surface about a key relationship, romantic, business, or otherwise. You might get engaged, move in together, or conversely decide to separate or divorce. Saturn in your sign demands serious, structured decisions. You'll be planning your future with intention. This isn't just about romance. It could involve business partners, clients, close friends. Your social circle may shift due to relocation, career change, or simple cosmic pruning. New people will enter, those who match your current vibration and future vision. You might discover rivals or competitors, but also powerful collaborators. Contracts, deals, legal agreements, someone will appear to guide or assist you. Important business or property deals may materialize, but don't think this is the end. Eclipses in your 7th house will continue. Whatever you decide now is just the beginning, like pulling a thread that unravels a longer story. Break up now. The divorce might not finalize for a year, but here's the beautiful twist. Solar eclipses often mark the start of great love. Meeting your soulmate, falling head over heels. For single Pisces, romance is highly likely, and since you're so creative, this could also mean a powerful artistic collaboration or signing a creative contract. The universe is setting the stage. Step into your spotlight.
And that's a wrap, my starry-eyed friends. Remember, the universe sends whispers, not shouts, so tune in and trust the process. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more astro insights, and leave a comment to share your thoughts. Until next time, stay curious, stay magical, and keep shining like the star you are. Meow off.